Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming. Michael and I have a very exciting matchup for you today. He's going to let us know the details.
Today we are playing the Iron Fists of Gork. We have the Ironjaws on the table, and they are going against the Raiders of the Deep. We have the Deepkin, freshly repainted, on the table.
Michael took a ton of points increases, so as you can see, he only has these 3 small units in his entire army.
They're small but mighty.
So I think that I'm going to be in pretty good shape. Just kidding, half of it's in reserve. Anyway, all of these videos are sponsored by Baron of Dice and Grey Matter. They've teamed together to give you some amazing deals on all of their different accessories. They've got objective markers, mats for Spearhead, mats for the regular game. They have objective and token markers, dice cups, bags, all that stuff. So please do hang out until after the first battle round and watch a quick promo on some of the great deals that they have coming up.
Remember to like and comment down below. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And you know who else helps out the channel? All of our members. They're kind of the lifeblood of our channel. Yep. We appreciate each of them so much. If you're interested in supporting the channel and becoming a member, make sure to check out that membership service down below. See everything that it has to offer, including, most importantly, extra battle reports.
For sure, we are grinding away. This is day 2 of this series, and we're just filming a bunch of them so we can get them out to you. So please consider doing that. And that's about everything, so let's take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
Ironjaws are back on the battlefield for 4th, and it's all about the brutes, baby. Oops, all brutes, and they are going to get an extra attack if they make an unmodified charge roll of 8. That's my battle formation. And then this is going to be 3 regiments. My general is Gordrak. He has 20 wounds on a 3-up save. He hates monsters and heroes, and he also does a ton of damage. When I call Mighty Wah, he can add 1 to the hit rolls of everything wholly within 18 of him. Then we have a War Chanta and a Mega Boss on foot. The Mega Boss on foot is going to have +1 rend to his weapon, and he also is going to let my units that redeploy a minimum of 4 inches. The War Chanta knows beats, which are all prayers now, which means he's Priest 1, and he can add extra damage, extra movement, and extra fun. To round out my list, I have 3 units of 10 brutes. They have multiple ways to get extra attacks, and they just do tons of damage, 3 wounds, 3-up save. So that's it. The brute list. Let's see what Michael brought.
For the Deepkin today, we're taking the subfaction Soul Raid Ambushers. This is going to allow me to take 1 unit that's wholly within 3 inches of a terrain feature and put it in reserve so I can deep strike it later. My general today is going to be the Eidolon, the Aspect of the Storm. So this is the fighty Eidolon. He's Ancient Pride, so you can only wound him on a 4-up, and then he has special armor that stops weapon abilities, so you can't do crit mortals or exploding 6s or whatnot against him. We have 1 little foot wizard. We have the Tide Caster. She's a single cast wizard, and she also does some ritual cast as well to get some different effects. We have 2 Alopexes, both with harpoons. These are standalone Alopexes. They're just going to be running around, being independent operators, getting battle tactics, and taking the flanks. We have the Leviathan in the list. This is a great big monster. He has a good shooting attack, he has good fighting attack, and then he gives out an aura of a 5-up ward for units wholly within 6 inches of him. We have 3 units of 10 Thralls. So if they're going against monsters, they get +1 to damage with their weapons, and then they also have anti-infantry on their swords. We have 1 unit of 20 Reavers, pretty short range, but they do have run in charge with their 2 shots apiece, so quite a few shots coming out of this little squad. That is it for the Deepkin. Let's take a look at the mission.
Today's battle plan is going to be focal points. This is a 5-objective battle, and we're going to score hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and then you get 3 victory points if you can control 2 or more of the home objectives and 2 or more of the flank objectives. We also will be scoring on battle tactics, and the twist for this one is at the start of the battle round, the underdog can change the central objective to either be a home objective or a flank objective until the start of the next battle round. Anyway, this looks really fun and interesting, so let's go ahead and see who has initiative.
We are back from looking at the missions. This is the part of the game where you're going to be commenting down below. Who are you rooting for? Is it the Ironjaws with all of these freaking brutes? Are you messing? Or is it the Synthwave Deepkin, freshly painted, looking fantastic, and we're just gonna dance around you for like 3 turns? I
love it.
Less drops than David. I am gonna go first because I'm really afraid that if I let him go first, he's gonna stand on the points and I have nothing to take it back from him. For my battle tactic, I'm gonna do the order battle tactic, reclaim the realms. So I have to have a unit wholly within every territory. So I think I can do my 1 cast.
I have no unbinds.
Excellent.
I have no wizards in this list. Comment down below. What do you think? No wizards?
Is it good?
Or wizards?
We're gonna start with our ritual once per turn. We're gonna do the Master of the Ethereal Sea from our Tidecaster. She's gonna declare a ritual roll, and on a 3-up will be successful. It's a 2. Steed of Tides. Cast on a 6. Hey, it's a 6.
That goes off.
That's pretty cool. So she's gonna cast a spell, and she can pick a Deepkin unit wholly within 12 inches of her, and then she removes it from the battlefield and sets it up again anywhere 9 inches away from it. Pop onto that point right over there.
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Yep, so good. I'm gonna do Mighty Destroyers.
Oh yeah. You wanna do that real quick?
And I'm gonna move a unit 3 inches. Those brutes move 3 inches.
Sweet. Ready to move?
Yeah.
Movement phase is complete. As you guys saw, we did just a couple of quick teleports of bringing in the Alopexes, snagging that objective, being over the line over there, and then we did bring in the Leviathan and made sure that he was in range of those brutes, which made Dave decide to pull a redeploy and go backwards to get out of those range, because everyone that goes through there is a dead brute. So he's at 2 command points to my 4.
Yep.
We do have a couple of shots to do. When that redeploy happened, he is out of range of the big boy, so no shooting here. So we're gonna start with the Alopex on that side.
Yes.
Coolio.
One thing before you shoot that I want to note is I did use a command point off camera at the end of the hero phase to chant with my war chanter, and he rolled a 5. So he's sitting on 5 chant points right now.
These are gonna be on 3s and then 2s into the brutes. 3s. 2 hits. 2 wounds, rend 1.
2 dead brutes.
We're gonna do the same from this Alopex. Not interested in all-out attacking. I want to save those command points. So 3s and 2s. Take 2 more.
Save those.
Those guys are happy campers. I don't have anything else for my turn. Let's score it up.
Let's do it. Michael, we're back from your turn. How many points?
I did score 10 points. I hold 1, 2 more, and I hold both flank objectives for a bonus 3, and I completed my battle tactic of reclaim dem lands.
Yeah.
So that's a mighty 10 points.
So I am going to do claim the center. And I'm just going to put two units on this objective right here. I have 1 chant to do, and I have a Mighty Destroyers, and then we'll get into if you want to do anything.
Sure.
So the chant goes off. He's up to 8, so we're going to go ahead and use that to give +1 damage to both brute units that I'm going to put in the center of the battlefield. And then we're going to use a command point going down to 1 to rally that unit of brutes that lost 2 dudes. We'll get 1 brute back. And then we are going to use Mighty Destroyers to move this back unit of brutes through that hole where the other 2 guys were. All right, no other hero phase stuff to do, so we can go ahead and see if Michael wants to do anything.
Yeah, I want to do a magical intervention. Steed of Tides. I'm going to need a 7 for it to go off. This is going to be my teleport one. 6 does not go off.
That -1 to cast sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's
sucks.
not great. That's it.
All right, let's get it by movement. Okay, I'm finished with my movement. I decided to run these brutes and these brutes. I needed a 2+ to get my battle tactic and failed. I rolled a 1, unfortunately. Since Michael has so much stuff in reserve, I've decided to bubble up my heroes. I moved the Maw Crusher up as far as he could go, and Michael threw a redeploy. I do have 1 command point left.
You don't have anything, and I am going to fire with the Leviathan.
Okay, it's the end round, so I will all out defense.
Yep, and we're going to pop it all into the closest target, which is right in front of us. So, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. So 3 at -1.
3 ups. Okay, 2 dead brutes.
That's it. I guess we scored up.
Let's do it. All right, back from my turn. It was a killer. It was unfortunate that I missed my battle tactic, but it is what it is. I rolled that run roll. Should have auto-charged or auto-ran, but it's fine. I scored 2 points, so that's it. And Michael is winning by 8 right now, so I've got some work to do. So we're going to get into the roll-off for battle round 2.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
So, take the turn again.
All right, we'll be back for battle round 2. This series of 4th edition videos is brought to you by Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Gaming. Baron of Dice supplies master crafted dice that are the best in all of the mortal realms. They offer sleek designs to match the aesthetic of any army with multiple choices for every faction. These beautiful dice come in 2 different sizes with round or flat edges, and you can get them in matte, pearlescent, or translucent finishes. The Baron also offers a large selection of other accessories like dice trays, cups and bags, stickers, and so much more. Go with the Baron and get the best dice that money can buy and be a part of our ever-growing community. But the deals don't stop there. Grey Matter Gaming has foreseen the winds of change and has some amazing objective markers to get you battle ready. These beautiful objective markers are double-sided neoprene, and they go very nice with all of the mats that he has to offer. You can get these mats in the normal size for all of your Age of Sigmar games, or you can get one of the new Spearhead mats, which has the objective markers printed on there for ease of play. Grey Matter also offers sweet spell and effect marker sets, which can be used to mark your powerful abilities and dominate the battlefield. This is just the tip of the spear for all of the great things our channel partners have to offer. So hit the link in the description box below and use our promo code BATTLESHOCK. You can get yourself a static discount from Baron of Dice, and you can also right now get double the discount that you normally would through Grey Matter Gaming. Okay, here we are for battle round 2. Michael has decided to take the turn. Since I'm the underdog by a very large margin, I am going to make this a home objective, which means that if you control 2 home objectives, you will score an additional 3 points. That might help me score in my next turn.
For my battle tactic this turn, we're going to do take the flanks, because my Alapexes are set up to already do that. How about the Suffocating Gravetide?
Okay.
A Mighty 12. Ritual to try and give +1 to run and charge rolls for the table. Goes off on a 3-up, does not go off.
I think I'll do a chant. I'm going to try to get some ritual points. Okay. I'm down to 4 command points, and he'll bank 5. I'm going to do a Mighty Destroyers. I got to think about that for a minute, so when we get done with Michael's movement, I'll let you know what I did.
Movement phase is complete. We brought in the Reavers, we brought in the aspect of the Storm, and then we just kind of reinforced this point over here. The armored might of the Ironjaws is moving forward into the center, so we're gonna have to try and actually start doing some damage, right?
And then one more thing, I did redeploy 6 inches, getting closer to this objective right here.
The Reavers have arrived, and they're gonna pop their shots into that same squad as well. We have 40 shots here, and we are going to all-out attack, going down to 3 command points. This is the first 20, so these are going to be 3s and 4s, rend 1. Any all-out defenses?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Ooh, they do have crit auto wounds, so that's kind of cool. So all-out attack is going to bring us to 2s and 4s.
Okay.
Lots of anchors and hooks there. So 23 wounds there at rend 1.
3s. It's going to be 2 dead brutes.
6 damage from a 280 point squad. The turtle is going to fire its shots into the same squad. These are going to be 2s and 2s, rend 1. So 3 at rend 1.
3s. 1 more dead brute.
This Alatex has some pot shots that he wants to do. 2 shots into that squad of Ironjaws in front of him. Nothing. Schustein is complete. We can charge.
Let's charge.
Let's charge with the Suffocating Gravetide.
Okay.
Got a 10. And we'll charge with these Reavers, or these Thralls in the center are also going to charge. A mighty 6.
I'm going to countercharge with Gordrak, and we're going to charge that way toward the manifestation. So I'm down to no command points. We'll go 10.
Just to get a mighty 10 inches. We're going to start with the Suffocating Gravetide. 2s. Rend 1.
I fell 2.
2 damage each.
Okay, so we have 4 regular guys fighting with their brute choppas. This is going to be 4s and 3s, minus 2 Ren because they're anti-infantry, and then 3 damage because I gave them the extra damage buff.
Yep, they should just rinse these guys.
You gotta roll 4s to hit.
Roll 4s though.
And then 3s. So 3 at -2.
Goes right through.
Are you gonna?
I guess he piles in, fights that dude.
Yep.
Cool. They both hit.
Okay.
They both wound. Rend 2.
Okay. Okay, these are the Gore Choppas. They're 6 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound.
Mm-hmm.
Not anti-infantry, so still -2 rend.
Dead.
All right, Gordrak is going to fight into the Suffocating Gravetide. This is 8 attacks, 3s and 2s.
Mm-hmm.
And deuces. So that's 6 at -1.
12. Dead. I have 1 end of phase ability. These guys are going to pop off into the mist, and they're going to go back into the reserves. Deepkin turn has been completed. Countercharge, really strong. So I wasn't expecting it, but it was good. He got a big redeploy, got onto my flank objective. So I was like, boom, there's no way I'm not scoring 10 to I'm scoring 7. Not more. Ooh, I score 6.
Funnily enough, I still have a lot of work to do because I'm out of command points, and I'm learning though.
We're learning.
Don't bank on a 2+ to get a battle tactic, especially if you can automatically get it using a command point.
Yep.
I learned my lesson. So now we got to try to claw back. We're going to do not waver. And 2 or more friendly units are going to fight this turn, and no friendly units are going to be destroyed this turn. I'm going to do an ability from the Mega Boss. It wasn't relevant until now. It's called Get Stuck In, Lads. I'm going to roll a dice on a 2-up. I'm going to add 1 to the attacks characteristic for this unit until the start of my next turn. So it's just an insurance policy for if they get charged.
Sure, try to keep me honest.
And it goes off. So
Cool.
they're going to be +1 to their attacks. Now we're going to chant. We're up to 9. We're going to hand out Violent Fury to these 2 units right here because they're the only ones that are relevant.
Spending 1 command point, magical intervention, Steed of Tides. Doesn't go off. All of that thinking for nothing. I can't get off magical intervention. It's impossible.
Okay, I'm going to move these guys forward 3 inches, and then I'm going to move my army, and then we'll show you what I did. Okay, so we finished my movement. I didn't have any command points, so I didn't do any command point abilities. I did run a couple heroes and run those brutes back over there so they can keep having guarded hero. This unit moved another 4 after they did their mighty destroyers, so they're like 3.5 inches away. And then Gordrak is right here, exactly 3 inches away. And then these ones right here, just rolled a run roll of 9, and I put 4 bodies on that objective. That's it. I have 1 shooting attack to do with Gordrak, and then we're gonna charge. Okay, he's gonna do Big Teeth's Roar.
Arr.
This is 8-inch range, 6 attacks, 2s, 3s, no rend, 1. So 2s.
What is this going into?
The Thralls.
Okay.
Or the Reavers.
The Reavers.
3s. 2 minus 1. I'm sorry. 2 no rend.
Hiya. Saved one failed.
Okay. We're gonna call our Mighty Wah this turn. So +1 to charge, and then I'll be +1 to all my attacks. And we're gonna start with Gordrak. He goes 8 inches. We're gonna charge the brutes on a +1. 8's good, they'll go in. Okay, we're taking a look at the tree cam. I moved the tree for a second so you guys could see what's going on. We're not gonna do any rampages because my rampage isn't relevant. It's only into monsters. So we're just gonna activate these frickin' brutes, dude, and see what they can do. Okay, we're gonna start with the Gore Choppas because there's 2 of those. And then we'll do 7 other dudes. So it's gonna be 4s and 3s. 3s, okay, 1 at -2.
Goes right through.
That'll be 4 damage. 29 more attacks. These ones are gonna be also rend 2, but damage 3, hitting on 4s.
You keep rolling your wound rolls.
You're just pulling them? Okay.
How much damage was that?
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
21 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1, 2 damage because you're a monster.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Hiya. -12, -1, 2 damage.
4s. He's gonna take 14 damage. Okay, he's gonna take 16 damage. He has 4 wounds left.
Way to go, Thralls.
Yeah, dude.
Didn't expect that.
I did not expect that either. That was very strong. All right, well, let's finish that unit off. Now I wish I would have made you meticulously pile in to make sure all 10 of those could fight. Let's do Smasha and Cunnin. 9 attacks.
All at defense.
3s. 2s. 5 at rend 1.
So 4s. I fail 3.
That's 6.
Okay.
Then we have 7 attacks with Big Teeth's Fist and Tail. It would be 9, but I just took 16 damage. 4s and 2s. Okay, those are -2 rend, -1 rend.
So 3 of those, still 4s. Failed 1.
3 damage.
Okay.
And that is it. We can go score me up. We're back for my turn and I scored 10 points. It only cost me 16 damage points on Gordrak to do so. Man, those Thralls are good into monsters. Now I know. I learned something.
Terrible in the regular guys.
That was terrible for me. That's my hammer. Well, one of them. I hold both the home objectives for this turn because I was the underdog, and then I hold the flank objectives as well. But I'm in this weird position where I feel like I have to take a double because I have to heal Gordrak and then just go stand on all the objectives. So let's see what happens in battle round 3.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Okay.
We shall maintain order.
We will maintain order. So we'll be back for battle round 3, fish.
Top of turn 3 for the fish. I have 4 command points, and David has 5 because he's the underdog wonder dog.
Yes.
And he's decided to make this one in the center the count as a home objective as well. And then I have to declare a battle tactic. I'm going to take their land. Yeah, I don't have any screens. My sharks are on the far sides of the table, but we're going to do our darndest to like make it happen because we're fight first, man.
I don't feel good about this because Gordrak, dude.
Poor Gordrak.
16 wounds.
Our ritual roll. for +1 to run and charge table-wide.
Okay.
Finally goes off on the turn that we need it.
That's good.
That's good.
That's really good.
Good. Good, 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 good. Steed of Tides. Tide of Steeds. Never goes off. I couldn't use. I don't need a teleport.
Who needs a teleport?
Who needs it?
I think I'm going to let this guy move 3 and go.
Rawr. Great.
Yeah, I'll rally Gordrak. I feel like I need to. No, he'll heal 4. So now he has 8 wounds left.
Nice. I saw one of my anchor dice in there.
Yeah, I took it because they seem to be better than mine. All right, that's it from me.
All right. Me and my 5 models are going to move and try to kill all of David's. Movement phase is complete. Just do it a little bit of shimmying. Move the Eidolon so that maybe he can pop over that big unit of brutes. And we did drop in our reserve unit in the back so that we can take their land. We do have some shooting to do, and we're going to start with the obvious shot that's going to be...
The shark is going to shoot into Gordrak, and I'm going to all-out defense.
Cool. 2 shots hitting on 3s. Both hit. Wound on 2s. 1 wound. Ren 2.
He's good.
4 shots into Gordrak. These are going to be 2s and 2s. Ren 2. Here we go. Doses. Yes. 2s again. Take 3 at Ren 2. Down he goes.
He's dead.
Next, Alapex is going to do a couple more pot shots off into this squad. 1 hit. No wounds. We're going to charge with the Leviathan into the brutes. Probably with 2 dice. Hey, it's much better with 2 dice.
Okay.
4 mortal wounds. Aspect of the Storm is going to crash into you. The mighty 5.
All-out defense. Just going to yell that out right now.
On attack. All right, so these are going to be 6 attacks with the Spear of Repressed Fury. It doesn't feel very repressed. 2s and 2s. Okay, so 4 Ren 2.
Fail 2.
3 damage each.
Okay.
And then they make me do the serrated fangs from all of his little fish who were around him.
Still got to do the serrated fangs.
Take 2 from the fangs.
We're good.
We have 4 attacks with the crew's spears and harpoons. These are 3s. And 3s. Take 3 at Ren 1, single damage.
Failed all 3 of those. So that's 3 damage so far.
Fins and Jaws. These are hitting on 4s, wounding on 2s, but they're crit mortals. So let's go. General's Regiment, Honor Guard. I get +1 to hit, so they're 3s.
Oh, 3s and 2s.
No crit mortals.
That's helpful.
So take 4 at Rend 2.
Fail 2.
3 damage each.
We're going to fight with the Gore Choppa. There's 2 of those.
All out defense.
4s and 3s. Make 2 at -1.
3s. Failed 1.
I'm sorry, -2. Does that make a difference?
Nope. Failed
Okay.
1.
3 damage.
5s. Take 2 damage.
Okay, and then the brute weapons from the leader. This is 4s and 3s. They all hit. They have +1 damage, so you'll have 1 more ward roll.
Okay. Take 3 damage.
Okay, and then 3s. Okay, so you have 3 more. These are -1 Ren, 3 damage.
Save them.
Okay,
I don't have anything to do at the end of the turn, so we can score it up.
let's do it. Michael, my army is dwindling.
So is mine. I only score 6 points. I get my battle tactic, and I hold these 2 points. So that's 6. Bringing me up to a mighty
22.
There you go.
Yep. 6, 6, 10, and then I am at 12. Doing real good. We're going to get in my turn. I have 2 command points. You have 2 command points.
That's right.
My battle tactic is going to be to try to control this terrain feature right here. On a 2-up, I'm going to give these guys an extra attack until my next turn. Yep. And then I'm going to chant for 5, and we'll give this brute squad extra damage.
Cool.
And then we're going to Mighty Destroyers. All right, I'm going to rally this unit right here. The reason why is because when I retreat, I have less of a chance of killing one of them.
Nice. Smart.
Cool.
You healed one.
That's 4, but it doesn't matter. You can only heal or bring back bottles. Here's one of your anchor dice again. Okay, we just realized that I can't rally here because I'm in combat.
Yeah.
So instead, we're going to do this one because that's the other one that would help me get bodies, right?
Because that's the legal
That's
rally.
the legal choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to
You want to put a champion back in there?
I do.
Cool.
I want to put another nice choppa in there. What do you think?
I mean, if we're cheating, let's cheat, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, if I'm going to cheat, I want to cheat all the way.
Right.
Okay, let's run furiously at some terrain. Hello.
Hello.
I finished my movement phase. I had to auto run with the mega boss.
And you ran with the entirety of your army.
And I ran with my whole army and then stayed out of combat range.
Yeah.
I retreated with this unit and lost a guy. And now Michael does have 2 command points, so he can decide if he wants to countercharge me right now.
We're countercharging with the Eidolon. Hiya.
11's good.
It's a 12. You're +1 charge.
12 is good.
All right. It's always worked out well to split your attacks. So we're going to do 2 into this squad and 4 into that squad.
Sounds good.
Ready?
No commands.
2. They both hit. They both wound. Run 2.
I failed them both.
3 damage each. And then into the next squad, I dropped 3. I failed the wounds. Oh wait, I didn't specify my little shitty
You'd put them all into the bigger unit, probably.
tail whips.
Just put them all into the bigger unit.
Oh yeah, take 4.
If
No
one
range.
dies, I'm going to be really upset. Okay, I take a wound. Gore hackas.
Yeah,
4s and 3s.
4s and 4s.
4s and 4s. 1 at -2 rend.
Failed it.
That'll be 3 damage.
I take 1.
4s and 4s. 2 -1.
Save 1, failed 1.
2 damage.
Take 1 more.
Productive turn for the Ironjaws. We'll be back to score me up and roll off. I scored 10 points.
Yay!
Yes.
Yes.
Score is 22 to 22. I hold the flank objectives because this one, and then I hold more. So that's cool.
And you did your battle tactic of take their land.
I took that land, man.
Yeah.
And I stayed out of combat knowing I was going to get countercharged. That was the best I could do. It'll be good. I have 1 more hammer and 2 heroes still, so my army is still okay. It's functioning all right.
For turn.
All right, for turn. Ooh.
Do you take the double and drop the battle tactics?
Dude, that sucks, man. There is no underdog.
We'll have a think about it and we'll come back. We don't know.
I'm taking the double, dude.
You gonna take it?
I'm taking the double, man.
All right.
All right, we'll be back to watch me lose because I'm taking the double. Let's go. The time is now. We're gonna go kill some stuff with some brutes. It's gonna be awesome. On a 2+, I'm gonna give these guys an extra attack. Yeah, it goes off. And then I'm gonna chant. No! And then we Mighty Destroyers.
Magical intervention.
Okay.
Tide of Steeds. Steed of Tides. It's the Steve Tide show, please. Never. Magical intervention sucks. That's my hot take for 4th edition.
Okay. Well,
Now move?
Let's go ahead and move. We're back from my movement phase. I didn't need to do any command point stuff just yet. I have no shooting, so we're gonna charge after Michael decides if he's gonna do something.
Nope, no shooting for me.
Charge it is. I have one charge. I'm gonna use a command point to re-roll it just to make sure I get in. 10's good.
Aggressively in. We're gonna do a quick rampage from the Eidolon. Pulled into the depths. We pick an enemy hero, and on a 3-up, they have Strike Last.
Do you want to pick my War Chanter that's 14 inches away, or?
No, I'm good, thank you, sir.
Okay, on the Mega Boss?
Hey, non-issue. I'm gonna make you work for this and give you an all-out defense, or I'm gonna do an all-out defense.
Okay, sounds good. I'm already +1 to hit and wound. I've got 5 attacks apiece because I charged 10 and I got another one from the Mega Boss, so let's just go ahead and get going here. So this is 3s and 2s. These ones are Ren 2. Six at Ren 2.
Force. Failed. 4. 3 damage each.
Yep, that's 12.
Hey up. So he's taking 9 more. So he's at 12 suffer. And what do you have, like 30 more attacks?
7 guys with 5 attacks apiece is 35 plus 1 for the leader. Okay, this is 3s and 2s again.
I was like, I don't think so.
23 ups.
6.
Okay, so that's 12 damage. He could stay alive, dude. That would be annoying. Okay.
He's dead. So that's 15, 16, he's dead.
Got us a turtle. We went turtle hunting. The Eidolon's gonna punch me in the face now.
I'm gonna really try. These were only 2 damage because I didn't charge. We are gonna all-out attack. Everything into the Mega Boss.
All out D.
2s. And then 2s again. Take 4 at Rend 2.
Fail 2.
2 damage each, so 4 damage.
Okay.
And then his companions. Three. No Rend.
I fail 1. The Mega Boss is gonna do Lead the Brutes. When he declares a fight ability, I can roll a dice. And on a 3-up, I can add 1 to my attacks, so no. So we'll fight with him. He's +1 to the rend of his weapon because of his artifact of power.
The whetstone.
It's a wet stone. It's dripping wet. 8 attacks.
Holy shit.
4s and 2s.
4s and 4s.
3 hits. 3 wounds.
There you go.
-2.
Save 2.
2 damage. He's very scary.
I saved both awards.
Okay. And now we're gonna fight with the brutes. They have 3 attacks apiece with their choppas, 4s and 4s. These are the big weapons. Okay, 1 save. Rend 1.
Failed it.
3 damage.
Take 2. Suffered 4.
Okay, and then the other guy, 4s and 4s. Make a save. -1.
Failed it. 2.
2.
Failed him. 6 damage suffered.
Not bad, not enough. It's just not enough, and for so many different reasons. I did score okay, though. So we'll go talk about it.
Yep.
We're back from my turn. I scored a mighty 6 points. I couldn't do a battle tactic, but I do hold 2 home objectives, and I was able to kill the turtle, and that felt good. So right now I have 28 points to your 22.
Yep.
And we're gonna go ahead and get into your turn. 2 command points for me and 1 for you.
For a battle tactic, I'm gonna do attack on 2 fronts, and I'm just gonna try and go take some objectives that I don't control. That seems pretty doable. And then I'm going to do a ritual roll on a 3-up to give +1 to run and charge. I do not. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Steed of Tides.
I would have known.
Hey, it still doesn't go off. It doesn't matter. You're going to murder lust that unit of brutes, and then we're going to move?
Yeah.
Great.
I'm going to hold on to my 2 command points.
Movement phase is complete. The Eidolon fell out of combat. The sharks are moving in for the kill.
Yes.
And the thralls have moved on to that point. And then the Tidecaster ran into the corner to think about the fact that she had successfully cast a couple times. And when she finally remembered what the cast value is, failed. So cool. 2 shots from the shark into your War Chanta.
Oh no. Wounds on 2s?
1 wound and 1.
He fails it.
3 damage.
Okay.
Alopex, firing into brutes. 2 hits. 1 wound and 1.
We're good.
Nice. Command point to charge. Reroll a charge.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Or it's a 9.
I'm going to waste 2 command points to try to do a 10-inch charge now.
Go for it. I believe in you.
Nah, dude. They're not interested. I think he's going to live, dude. I
I got a good feeling about this.
Great feeling about this. He's got 3 wounds left, and he does have a 4-up save.
Okay.
And I have no commands.
Great. 3s.
Mm-hmm.
2s. 4, rend 2, 3 damage apiece.
I did not roll quadruple 6s, so he explodes into a mist of blood.
Let's score it up.
Let's do it.
We finished our turn for the fish, and we score 10 points. We completed our battle tactic. We hold the flanks. We hold 3. We hold more. We do all of the things, but I'm still danger close to a gazillion brutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we are getting to the roll-off for battle round 5.
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Hiya!
Okay. I break ties.
You do.
So I'm going to take the turn, and we will be back for battle round 5, Ironjaws. We're here for battle round 5. Interesting interaction going on here. So it's 28 to 32. So I'm the underdog. So I can make this a home objective to help me score some extra points. And then I also went first last battle round on a double. So now, even though I chose to take the turn, I do not have to worry about not getting a battle tactic.
Because it's not a double.
So I can get a bunch of points, hopefully. There is the threat of a redeploy in my future because I'm going to do Slay the Entourage, and I'm going to try to kill the Eidolon. We're going to try to give extra attack right here to the brutes. It goes off.
I'm rallying. Hey, when you rally, you get like 6 back.
Now, I also will rally.
How many did you get back?
5.
All right, see?
I could have rallied and gotten 1 extra brute, but I like the idea of having full strength dude to go in and try to do the job he was supposed to do before. And then for my mighty destroyers, I'm going to move 3 inches straight toward the Eidolon.
Perfect.
Oh,
I want to do
no.
a magical intervention.
Go ahead, yes, please.
Hiya.
Steed
Hey!
of Tides, Steed of Tides goes off. We'll go ahead and do the mighty destroyers move and then the other move, and we'll be right back to show you what I did. All right, folks, we're all done with my movement phase. The brutes and the mega boss were exactly 3 inches away. I had the perfect plan, and then Michael threw a 5-inch redeploy. But we knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, we knew.
You know, and you got 1 command point left for all-out defense, so you're doing everything you can do. I did move these brutes over here, so the Tidecaster can't just walk on. She's going to have to teleport. And then these brutes are in a conga line. They have +1 attack, and they are +1 to hit and wound against the Entourage, which I am going to try to slay this turn. Okay, so we're going to use a command point.
Yep.
We're going to try to roll an 8-inch charge with the brutes. That's not good enough. Hold on, though. It's coming, baby.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I now need a 10-inch charge with the Mega Boss. He fails. If you look behind where the boat is, we're going to try to charge into this Tidecaster. So he's getting
11-inch charge.
11-inch charge. We're going in.
Go on in.
Okay, we are now going to activate the brutes into the Eidolon. I am +1 to hit and wound, but I still can only wound on 4s because of his heroic trait. So this is going to be 3s and 4s. We're going to start with the big weapon first.
I'm not all out defensing. I have 1 command point, and I'm using it for a thing.
Make a save at -2.
Oh yeah, I failed it.
That is 3 damage.
Take 2.
3s and 4s on 36 more attacks.
I'll roll whatever's left in the box.
5 at -1.
4s. So take 4 damage.
Yeah, dude, it's not enough.
It's not enough, dude.
Not enough.
All right, do take all 4 though.
Wah wah.
You got 1 wound left. We are here at the wrap up. We went 5 battle rounds all the way to the end.
So good.
So good. Final score 42 to 34.
Yep.
The Deepkin pull it down for their debut onto the channel. Super excited about that. If you guys are still with us, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys. This is the part where we give you our thoughts on the armies, the composition, key moments, and then maybe some spicy thoughts about what we think about 4th edition. I want to start with the Brute Squad. MVPs, LVPs, key moments. This list scared the bejesus out of me when you put it onto the table.
Yeah, man, it has legs. I don't like having Gordrak in it, but everything else was great. Did tons of damage with the brutes, so they're going to get MVP. The only sad thing was that I missed by 1 damage to take out the Eidolon.
Yep.
So I dropped my battle tactic there. I also dropped a battle tactic, a big error in the first battle round by not auto-running a unit that needed to run 2 to get Seize the Center. So I will never make that mistake again. So yeah, Gordrak's going to be LVP.
Thralls turned up, and then he forgot how to roll a save.
Yes, so he took 16 damage from a 10-man unit of Thralls, and then he died the next turn. He doesn't really bring a whole lot because you can't take any artifacts or heroic traits on him. He no longer spreads the love with command abilities. Mm-hmm. And his damage has been reduced. And his mount and his weapons are -1 rend unless you're fighting into wizards or monsters.
Right.
So yeah, he really let me down, so he's going to be LVP. The brutes are MVP in so many ways, though. I mean, it's just a huge wound pool. They do consistent damage, even when they don't have a +1 to damage. They do just tons. But that's 1,200 points to my army, 30 brutes, and it was so fun. Michael and I were talking about splitting one of the 10-man units into 5 is going to be more competitive, but I thought it would be fun to just put them all in the entourage because it's hard to do Slay the Entourage when there's so many wounds in each one of those units. The other thing that I could do instead of taking these brutes is just add in 6 Gore Gruntas. 3 up save, 5 wounds apiece. They're 190 points, which means that instead of being at 1970, I'm at 1950, so I get an extra command point in the first turn, and then I have some flankers,
Yep.
and I have some units that can pin, because you can Mighty Destroyers, you can run and charge, you can auto-run, and then you can Mighty Destroyers into a unit in the next hero phase.
And we know there's going to be a bunch of these flanking Objective Monkey units.
Yeah.
We're going to keep seeing them because there's multiple objectives that are like, hey, be out here.
They're making you put variety in your list, but they're making you pick certain units that fill certain battlefield roles.
Yeah.
Let's take a little bit of time and talk about your beautifully painted Idoneth Deepkin army. You kind of rescued these models, repainted them, rebased them. We were donated a bunch of models from some of our Rage Baby teammates, so thank you so much to all of you guys. Big love. And Michael, you did an amazing job painting them. They were fun to play against and fearsome, and I had to respect their damage output and choose the units that I was going to lift off the board. Also, starting on an 8-point deficit made me have a lot of sense of urgency about what choices I was making. So,
I loved it. I look for units or armies that can score 5 battle tactics without interacting. Right? If I can score 5 battle tactics and then do other things in between, I know I can play all 5 battle rounds. And this had that feeling. It really reminded me of how I played my Sylvaneth, where I'm doing a lot of dancing and striking and fading and running around. And what I liked about the Alopexes is even though they were so far out, their shooting was really good. So I was still contributing to the army, to the weight of fire.
Agreed.
I don't think I did a great job playing the Eidolon, not the Eidolon, the Leviathan, because it gives out a 5-up ward aura, and like I wasn't putting stuff in its aura.
6 inches is rough though,
6
man.
inches is rough.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funky. I'm not entirely sure how to play that thing. But then it did go in on high tide and it did slap pretty good. So, you know, it's okay. It's okay. The Reavers had terrible targets.
Yeah.
Like, they had to come down because I needed to screen out all my good stuff. And then they had to go into a target that was going to have a 2-up save with their Rend 1. So they're at their 12-inch range, they have to come in danger close to rent something. So I'm not too sure about those guys. I'm almost considering swapping my order. So putting the Reavers in the front as screens, 2 units of 10, and then putting Thralls behind them reinforced.
Yeah, because a reinforced Thrall would have 1-tap Gordrak. And you get to shoot in your turn before you get charged with the Reavers. And that's how a lot of people were playing it before, with Unleash Hell being a thing. They put them in the front, they let them do damage once, unleash hell if they get charged, and then if your enemy or if your opponent leaves them alive, then they just keep doing more. So. And
they're a little bit better target to be teleporting around the table and shooting things at 12 inches away.
Agreed.
Right? So yeah. Because I'd send the Thralls across the table and then they would just stand there. So I feel like I'd just switch that a little bit in the future. The Eidolon was awesome. He's probably too expensive. He's 330 points for 6 attacks that can be damage 3, or retreat and charge, Rend 2, damage 3, a +1 to wound aura.
Making heroes fight last is a good rampage.
And he was really tanky.
He was very tanky. It's been a long time since I've dropped that many 4-ups on however many wounds I had. I rolled so many 3s and 2s and 1s. And it was so clutch when that happened, because that just helped you gain so much momentum in that last little turn. I mean, you still would have probably scored well, but maybe not 10. So yeah, really, really good game.
So MVP for me is going to be the Eidolon. He was really cool, really, really liked it. LVP for me is going to be the Reavers, just because they're just fine.
And we will continue this amazing series of playing different armies in every single video for 6 weeks, so you guys can see what's up in the new edition and get as excited as we are. And big shout out to our sponsors, obviously, Barrett of Dice and Grey Matter Games.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. That's it for us today. We will see you next week for another battle report.